I strongly feel, to me, yoga is breath, that I breathe every second. Generally, we feel yoga is something that happens only on the mat. But there is a beautiful sutra that says, Khavat, Pivat, Sovat, Jagat, Neku Bisar nahi jaye. Whatever you do, that should be yogamay. A basic definition of yoga is yoga karmasu kaushalam. Full perfection in your work is yoga. So whatever you do in your life, from the time you take birth, generally we feel it is just an art of life, but it is also how you eat, how you live, how you sit, how you stand, how you think, how you speak, how you live, and even how you die. That also yoga teaches us. So I think my life, yoga has changed completely. I had been practicing yoga since I was born. Rather, I say when I was in the womb of mother, because I have got it in my genes. But any age you begin your yoga practice, your life will definitely be changed. These 10 years had been a beautiful journey because Mokshaitan Yoga Sansthan had been there with Ministry of Ayush, with the other stakeholders, CCRYN, Indian government, and we had witnessed this entire period of 10 years. I was asked that why United Nations declared International Day of Yoga, and a beautiful thought came into my mind to give true meaning to its name. So yoga itself is to unite, union. And today when individuals are scattered, when families are scattered, when societies are scattered, when world is scattered, we need a science to synthesize, we need a science to unite, and yoga is that science. Our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, I very often say one Narendra gave the true meaning of yoga in 1893, and world knows him as Swami Vivekanand. And one Narendra gave the true meaning and strong message of yoga to the world, and world knows him as Narendra Modi. So yogis and mystics had been practicing, promoting yoga since ages. But we cannot deny the fact that recognition to a particular art is being given by people in power. And today we have such people in power who know that there are treasures from their culture that can be used as tools of soft diplomacy. So now the world knows that yoga has come from India. Yoga is a treasure that we have got from India, and world is accepting yoga with broader hands, broader hearts, and broader heads. And that's a moment of pride for each and every Indian. And with this initiative of International Day of Yoga, because I have also served my country as a senior diplomat, so I have witnessed how the image of Bharat has been changed worldwide after initiation of International Yoga Day, and that's a big change.
I am a medical graduate from Delhi University, studied science and biology, and how then I started practicing yoga at Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga. And in last 18 to 20 years, the yoga has changed me a lot. My practice has improved because now I'm not sending my patients to only with medicines. I'm giving them a complementary therapy through yoga. How yoga can be helpful in osteoarthritis, how yoga can be helpful in stress, how yoga can be helpful in diabetes, how yoga can be helpful in hypertension. Because at All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi, we deal with multiple kind of patients. Daily 2,000 patients come in our OPDs, and they come with different problems. They have been to multiple institutes before reaching our institute. But our institutes, we give them a holistic health. Personally and professionally, I found yoga as a boon to the society. I have also served at Embassy of India, Hanoi, Vietnam, where internationally we have worked with international students, how yoga gives an image of health, fitness, some kind of even Buddhism, Jainism, yoga, all are interconnected. So it gives a message to the world that yoga is for your health. And जैसे शास्त्रों में कहा गया है, यथा पिंडे तथा ब्रह्मांडे. So it is connect. The one earth, one health concept shares the same glimpse. That individual health and the world health, they both are interconnected. They are inseparable.
There is a beautiful sutra that says, Kalo na yata, vaimeva yata, Krishna na jirna, vaimeva jirna, bhogo na bhokta, vaimeva bhokta. We feel that time is passing, but we pass with time. So 10 years is a long duration. And our Indian government, all the yogis, all of us leading yoga organizations, we have worked together during this entire period of 10 years.
Right.
And when we look at this journey today, it gives us a feeling of pride. And all these 10 initiatives that Indian government has taken, they are to celebrate those amazing 10 years. Now, when we talk about yoga, people practicing yoga all together, it is there is a beautiful word that's collective energy. So maybe we all are doing something separate all the time, but when on the same day at the same time, we all 1 lakh events are happening all together. 1 lakh events means so many people are performing, practicing yoga together. It gives a lot of collective energy. And as I said, we call it Bharat Yoga. Why Bharat? Because even before our country was named as India, yoga existed. And this is such an age-old tradition we all had been following. And I had also seen, as I said, I have also served as a senior diplomat. I had also seen that time when people used to think, okay, fine, yoga is fine, but they are unaware from where yoga has come.
Right.
But now the whole world knows that yoga has come from Bharat. Yoga has come from India. And when collectively so many people will be practicing yoga together, that gives a strong message to the world that we are a culture of yoga for one health, one earth, which simply means we are a culture of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We are a culture of peace. We are a culture of love. We are a culture of Yatra Vishwam Bhavatek Needam, that we all, the whole world is a big family. That's a strong message.
There is a lot of shift. Although doctors were practicing yoga, but it was not highlighting. With International Day of Yoga, with support of PM, the yoga has reaches the masses and scientific community is accepting. Researches are going on the preventive, promotive and curative aspects of yoga. Many projects we are running in collaboration with AIIMS Delhi. AIA Delhi and AIIMS Delhi, they both are collaborating with the Indian roots, we were very strong in our roots. But due to certain reasons, colonization and many other things, they have been suppressed for around 200 years. But now they have come up. Bharat हमेशा सोने की चिड़िया रहा, and we are always blessed with the great virtues of Vedic sciences. And yoga is the best science India has given to the world. So, by celebrating
Dr. Sharma, how are we integrating yoga into mainstream healthcare and taking it beyond just the wellness centers?
Yes. When the patient, when we are entering our OPD, we are doing the diagnosis through our Ayurvedic concepts as well as with the modern concept. So, my patient is safe in my hands. Diagnosis is done. Now the protocol comes with the medicine management and yogic management. So we can shift them into a complementary therapy. And many researches have shown in the control group and in the experimental group that yoga results are better. Yoga results are more realistic. They are long lasting. And it gives you a journey towards the health. Because when we are born, most of us are not born with any of disease. No. Just remove the congenital part. The congenital diseases, everyone is born healthy, but we slowly, because of a lifestyle, because of our daily routines, because of our wrong habits, we develop some kind of disorders. And yoga brings you back towards your original, pure nature, the nature you are born with in your mother's womb.
In fact,
so yoga is the journey towards inner self.
Whichever religion we belong to, whichever nationality we belong to, whatever age we belong to, and whatever gender we belong to, we all have one common goal in life, and that common goal is Dukhatrah Nivritti Swarupananda Vaptischa. So during our yoga shivers, thousands of shivers and lakhs of people are sitting, and I ask one question: is there anyone who wants to be unhappy? Who want to experience pain and sorrow? Nobody raises his or her hand. But when I say, is there anyone who want to be happy? Everybody raises their hand. Why? Because we have one common goal. We want to be happy. Now, when we talk about happiness, there is another sutra that says, Pehla sukh nirogi kaya. First of all, if we want to be bhogi or we want to be yogi, for both things, we need to have a healthy body. After that healthy body, we want to have a healthy mind. And then we want to elevate ourselves spiritually as well. That's how the human journey goes. So for all age groups, whichever age group we are into, whichever religion, whichever caste, whichever gender, whichever nationality, we all want to be happy. And whatever we are doing that for the sake of happiness. Now, yoga not only bless us with happiness, it bless us with eternal bliss. That whatever paristhiti is, my manasthiti will not change. Sometimes we feel because of parasthiti, manasthiti is changing. Because of situations, my mental state is changing. But yoga, along with wellness at the level of body, teaches us how to control our mind. So that by controlling our own senses, we can stay unaffected by the situations around us. And then there is one more very beautiful thing. When you look at someone of your own kind performing yoga, like I got by divine grace, I am today known as the youngest yogacharya, the first female yogacharya. So when younger people look at you, they say, "Acha, okay, if somebody of my age can do, why can't I?" If women are looking at you and thinking, "Oh, if she can do, why can't I?" Yeah. So people from different age groups, people from different sectors of society need to come forward. And as I always say, Tina ji, कोई व्यक्ति cigarette पी रहा होगा तो वो flaunt जरूर करता है. So everybody who is doing yoga, flaunt it. Let other people also see. Let other people also get a little more motivated. Acha, if she can have such hair, she can have such glowing, this person can have such skin, this person can be so fit, why can't I? So let's motivate each other more, and then only we'll be able to create Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Only I am healthy, how it can affect the society. Let everyone be healthy, let everyone be happy, and let's promote the message of yoga more and more by practicing it more and more, and by including it in our day-to-day lives.
Absolutely. You've so beautifully emphasized on the spiritual and philosophical roots of yoga, at the same time spoken about its inclusive nature and how, it's accessible to all, something that we are promoting this Yoga Day. As the youngest Yogacharya, what is your message to the young Indians to make them believe that it's not just an exercise, it's a way of life, something that we need to adapt to as quickly as possible?
Yes, Tina ji, it was back in 2007 when I was introduced as the youngest yogacharya. Now I have really aged well. but
you still hold the distinction, yes.
But still I want to give this one very important message. There is, see, I have been to so many countries. I can speak so many languages. As I always say, it's not wrong to speak other languages, but this is wrong to not know your own language. It's not wrong to wear any cloth, but it's wrong to think that my clothing, my cultural clothing is something that I look down to. Similarly, you go for any form of exercise, you go to gym, you do whatever you want. But if as a Bharatiya, you are unaware of your root of yoga, then that's a problem. And then our youngsters, we need to look at the fact that we have given yoga to the world. So it is in your DNA. You just need to go back. You need to go a little bit inside. And Tina ji, there is a beautiful thing I would like to share here. When parents bring their children to us and they say, Acharya ji, my child is having lack of confidence. The only reason is that we have taught them to look towards our culture as something which is, below others. Right. So you need to teach your children, yoga is your culture. You need to teach them, this is your language, this is your vesh, this is your bhusha, this is what you are. And one who knows its roots, जिसको ये नहीं पता वो आया कहाँ से, उसको कभी नहीं पता उसको जाना कहाँ है. So when we know where our roots are, we know where we have to reach. So youngsters, yoga is in your DNA. You just need, out of 24 hours, can't we just take out 24 minutes for ourselves? That's the best investment. Even share market is not going to give you double response. But if you invest 1 hour in yoga practice, it is going to convert your 23 hours into 46 hours because it doubles your working capacity. And then you are ready for each and everything. So I'm not asking you to give 1 hour, but at least give 24 minutes out of 24 hours, and this will change your life.
We have many case studies here at Almi Institute of Ayurveda. I'm working here from last 10 years, and we have gone through many patients. Specifically for diabetes, I have reduced people's dosage of diabetic medicine because they are practicing yoga regularly. Hypertension medicines have been reduced for the allergic condition, allergic rhinitis. Many patients I have cured with Jal Neti. That's one of the Shatkarma practice. People used to go for surgery, no surgery, every 3 months, every 1 or 2 years gap. But because of cosmetic reason, there is diabetic septum. People used to come, डॉक्टर साहब बहुत करा लिया ट्रीटमेंट, सर्जरी करा करा के थक गए हैं. That's not a cure. But with Jal Neti, within 1 week, we have reduced their sneezing pattern, we have reduced their other rashes and other things, and completely without any medicine, they are living their life fully. There was one girl who used to come to my yoga OPD and she used to say, my all classmates says me weather girl. If Kanika is sneezing in morning, in evening there will be rain. From last 26 years, her pattern was like that. But with 1 week Jal Neti practice, she is completely cured. From last 10 years, no such episodes are running in their life and their family. Then we have been done many researches with IIT Delhi also and with AIIMS Delhi also, in which we have shown that yoga's efficacy is much more marked than simply giving on their reports. But we are scientifically proving them, publishing them in very good journals, international journals, and giving such case studies and impact. And in day to day in my yoga OPD, I every day see hundreds of patients. And whenever I meet my patient for the first day, I say regularity should be from your side, and results will be from my side.
We don't go into the theoretical definitions, yoga karmasu kaushalam, samatvam yoguchyate, sanyogo yogityukto jivatma paramatmano. Anybody who has studied in a Hindi medium school would understand. In an English medium school mark sheet, at the end it is written total. In a Hindi mark sheet, it is at the end it is written yog. So yog means total, yog means totality, yog means unity, yog means to join. And it does not only mean joining your personal soul to the universal, it also simply means we are made out of these 5 elements. And we have to live in synchronization with the 5 elements, with the Mother Nature. We all had witnessed one of the most tough time till now in the entire human history, and that was the time of COVID, that was the time of Corona. And during that time, even those who did not, before that, who didn't much care about Mother Nature have understood the importance of right breathing, importance of greenery, importance of nature. And Mokshaitan Yoga Sansthan came up as the first yoga institute to do the entire research, and we came out with yoga protocol for the COVID management and prevention. So we need to understand, you can do very good asana, you can do very good pranayam, you can just bend your bodies, but if the environment around you is not okay, you are not able to breathe, even you can't do pranayam. So this is a wonderful initiative by our Prime Minister, Harit Yoga, out of all the 10 initiatives, that we do not have to look only towards us. We have to have the vision of Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. And we call it as the law of nature, as an echo. How echo works. I speak something, it comes back to you. So in yoga, we follow it, that you give love, you're going to get love. There was a very close diplomat friend of mine. He said to me once, Acharya ji, tension lene ki nahi, dene ki cheez hoti hai. I said, nahi, ye lene ki cheez bhi nahi hoti, dene ki cheez bhi nahi hoti, because whatever you give, you get it back. You give tension, you give stress, you give hatred, you're going to get it back. You give love, you give peace, you give so many good things, and you get it back. So more we give to Mother Nature, we are going to get it back. So it is very important that we not only start our yoga journey from asana, pranayam, pratyahar, and then the dharana, dhyan, samadhi, we also follow the basic yam and niyam. And the first niyam is shuchita, purification of the environment, of the surroundings around you. And without following these yam and niyam, one cannot be a yogi, because only physical practice is not going to help you if environment is not compatible, if environment is not yoga friendly. So we have to live in sync with these 5 elements, with Mother Nature.
Mental health is a very important issue that slowly coming up on the surface. It was there, but people not used to discuss it, not used to tell. If someone is going to therapy, there is a social taboo to it. But slowly people are coming and opening up to the yoga counselors. They are telling their problems to the doctor. Here we run yoga for summer camp, we run, in which we come across the children of different age groups, what they are going through. Some are having learning pressure, some are having peer pressure, some are having school pressure, some grades, some achievements, some school, college admissions. At every stage of life, the students, the youngsters, and even the working professionals, they are going through a lot of pressure through the environment, through the peer pressure. But with the yoga counselor, they are coming up with their problems, they are dealing with the problems. And yoga is such a, we can say, a drugless therapy. आपको दवा नहीं खानी है, सिर्फ एक योगा मैट जितनी जगह चाहिए, एंड आपको डेली अभ्यास करना है और सही अभ्यास करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू योर नीड, योर रिक्वायरमेंट. एंड प्रैक्टिसेस लाइक प्राणायाम्स, नाड़ी शोधन प्राणायाम, भ्रामरी प्राणायाम, ओम चैंटिंग, दे आर वेरी सिंपल टू लर्न. Anybody, any age group can learn, but the immense benefits, it's remarkable. With the chantings, you can see the alpha waves in the brain are rising, the results are coming, the people are getting better with their sleep. When my students or patients or participants comes, I just tell them, be part of the yoga session, you will get the results automatically. Within 1 week, they start responding to me. My sleep is better, ma'am. My interpersonal relationships are getting better. I am performing so well in my work. अब मैं reaction नहीं देता छोटी छोटी बातों पे. Now I'm focusing on my goals. So this skill in action, that actually comes up from the verses from Bhagavad Gita verse Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. Actually the skill in action in the professional life comes up.